But we start in Qatar, where Lionel Messi scored one and created another as Argentina beat Croatia 3-0 to reach the World Cup final for the 6th time. Messi scored a penalty to give Argentina the lead after Manchester City's Julian Alvarez was brought down. Alvarez then scored twice more to secure Argentina's place in the final.
Messi's penalty means he's scored 5 goals in the tournament, so he's level with Kylian Mbappe as top scorer so far. He's also become Argentina's leading goal scorer at World Cups, overtaking Gabriel Batistuta on a record equalling World Cup appearance. He's now played in 5 World Cups, the same as former Germany captain Lothar Matthäus. 25 World Cup matches is the stat.
Well, this is how Argentina have fared in the 5 World Cup finals they've contested. Runners-up to Uruguay in the inaugural tournament in 1930. They won the next time they reached the final, beating the Netherlands 3-1 in 1978. And they were inspired to win it again by Diego Maradona in 1986, although he didn't score in the final against West Germany. 4 years later, West Germany got some revenge by beating Argentina 1-0 in the final of Italia 90. Their last appearance in the big showpiece event ended in defeat to Germany in 2014.
So, fabulous night for Argentina and their fans. Not quite so fabulous if you're watching in Zagreb at -1 degree and seeing your team crashing out of the World Cup at the semi-final stage. Let's talk to Geraint Hughes, who joins us from the stadium. We all thought it was going to be tight. We were talking about extra time and penalties, and Lionel Messi writes his own script, doesn't care what we think.
No, he doesn't. But it was a bit tight and a bit cagey, cat and mouse, etc., for about half an hour or so until Lionel Messi changed things completely with the penalty. But it was as we expected in that first half an hour. Croatia weren't allowing Argentina any space. There was a tight press. Argentina were looking maybe just nick the ball away and get something away on the counter. That wasn't quite happening. And then it just all changed. And if we be brutally honest about it, once Messi dispatched that penalty, and boy, there was no saving that penalty, was there? I don't think there was any way back. You know, there was a chatter around, oh, will this be like the Netherlands? Even when it went into 2-0, will the Netherlands come back? But just Croatia just didn't feel like they're on the same dimension as Argentina and Lionel Messi tonight. He was special. And you could see, even for somebody as brilliant as he is, he grew into the game. He grew in confidence. He wanted the ball more. He didn't get much of the ball in the first half an hour or so. But as he kind of felt that Argentina were more and more on top, you could see he was more energised. He was trying to get the ball more often. And when he did have the ball, everything he touched just turned to gold, like the colour of the ball here for the semi-final as well. So it was a special night for him, a special night for Julian Alvarez as well. You mentioned a couple of stats there about becoming overtaking Gabriel Batistuta, level on goals here with Kylian Mbappe. Another one, he's now level on assists with Argentina with the great Diego Maradona as well. So it just keeps on coming for Lionel Messi. You don't want to tempt fate, but you keep on hearing this, and it's being said even after the defeat to Saudi Arabia in the very first game, that this is the World Cup that's maybe written in the stars for Lionel Messi. And when you witness a game like that and a performance like that, it's kind of difficult to get that one out of the way. I'm sure France and Morocco will have another thing to say on that one. But another fantastic performance from Lionel Messi, another fantastic performance from Argentina as well.
Geraint, you mentioned that phrase there, written in the stars, and for every chapter of a fairy tale story like Messi's, there is a sad end. Luka Modric probably departed the World Cup stage for the final time tonight at the age of 37 and after a fabulous career at the World Cup.
Yeah, so we'll see whether it's his final game for Croatia, because I don't know whether this is unfortunate or fortunate, but the team that loses in the semi-final has to stay in Qatar and contest the 3rd, 4th place playoff. I suspect Luka Modric may not play in that one. I don't know. He went off. You probably saw it. Moments before, he got a ball in the face, which I was sitting some 30 rows back. you heard. It was a ricochet right into his face. It clearly hurt him, and he came off shortly after that. So not a great way for a wonderful player at 37 to potentially depart the international scene. We'll wait and see whether he wants to play or is capable of playing a part in the third place playoff, which of course takes place on Saturday here in Doha. But he didn't have, it's not that he didn't have the impact, he was getting the ball. What we felt, when I say we, you talk to everyone around the stadium who you're sitting with, whether they're in front, behind, you all get into the game, is just felt that Croatia were ponderous in the final third. Kovacic, I thought, was really good for Croatia. He was getting the ball to Modric. Modric was getting the ball, but there was no pace for them, especially on the flanks and in front of them as well. And even though they did have large periods of possession, again, I come back to the word ponderous. They didn't feel like they had anything to threaten Argentina. And when Argentina did break on the account, what did they have? What Croatia did not have? Pace. Julian Alvarez, he was the pace up front that was causing all sorts of problems for Croatia. Croatia just did not have that kind of pace on offer. And I feel, from Modric's point of view, he was trying to put wonder balls into the box, which just couldn't play off. He didn't have anyone running down the channels at pace for him tonight.
And now, Geraint, looking ahead to the final, we've either got the meeting of the two biggest, loudest sets of fans at the tournament, or we've got the two, as it stands, joint top scorers at the tournament going head-to-head, Messi against Mbappe.
I've given up predictions at this World Cup. We've seen enough strange results, so I have no idea how France-Morocco is going to go. It's obvious you go with France, but then Morocco have just been a sensational story. They'll be driven by the energy of their fans. And if I can sort of give one example of maybe how the energy of support here in this Qatar World Cup is helping, what's been inside there tonight, what was inside that stadium in the quarter-final against the Netherlands. Extraordinary support for Argentina. Now, it was allegedly at full capacity tonight at 88,966. It wasn't, because there were empty seats in there tonight. However, it was a huge crowd that was in there. 95% were there supporting Argentina, either Argentines or people from anywhere else on the planet, just wearing the light blue and white shirt of Argentina, probably with Messi number 10 on the back as well. But that energy, that electricity does transmit onto the pitch. It does help Argentina, and it could well do that with Morocco tomorrow night, because they are not just representing their nation, they're not just representing Africa, it's the Arab world as well. Here in Qatar, anyone that is living in Qatar is supporting Morocco on that basis as well. We're hearing as well, I think 30 planes have been chartered through a combination, I think, of the Morocco FA and the Morocco government to bring 3,500 extra fans from Morocco to that game tomorrow night for the game against France. So it will be a tremendous atmosphere. And if what I can say about Argentina and the way they've been buoyed by their support, if that helps Morocco in that way as well, well, then it could be seriously tight against France tomorrow.
All right, good luck getting any sleep if Morocco win tomorrow night between here and Sunday. Thanks very much.